Today, I attempt the near impossible mission of packing for both the Olympics and the Eras Tour in Europe in just one carry-on suitcase. Tomorrow we leave on what is surely going to be the best trip of our lives, but it is presenting me with the ultimate packing challenge. We would just be stupid to check a bag into Charles de Gaulle the day before the opening ceremonies. So that's the inspiration for the carry-on. But also, our Air France flight from Hamburg into Paris has a 26-pound weight restriction. So, challenge accepted. Hey, I'm Finn. I'm one of the co-founders here at Tripped. My husband Tim and I have been living and breathing packing for the last 10 years. And even though I did spend a year living out of a 46-liter Osprey Porter backpack, sometimes short trips can be just as much of a challenge. Hell, a wedding weekend is hard enough in a carry-on. Like always, I'll be using our 3-day packing method to pack for 3 specific days of the trip, therefore creating what I hope to be the perfect capsule wardrobe for 2 weeks in Europe. So dude, here's my view on it. Packing is fun, clothes are fun. I'm bringing glitter, I'm bringing sparkles, I'm bringing costumes. That's the vibe here. If you're looking for a minimal packing, like all merino wool, white t-shirt and khaki pants and white sneakers, you can absolutely pack super efficiently for travel in that way. If you're wondering, however, how I'm incorporating this sparkly dress into my essential day, because absolutely I'm not going to an Eras Tour without this dress, then stick around, you're in the right place. In our 3-day packing method, you start by packing for your essential day first. So the day that I'm most excited about packing for is the Taylor Swift concert. I'm not bringing that dress. So we're starting there, and I'm accessorizing with this small Reputation snake cool decal thing that I found on Etsy that I'm not sure how I'm gonna use, either like a belt or maybe I'm going to boob tape it up my arm. But we're sticking with it because it's small and it works. There's no way I'm getting through the rest of that concert without my light up shoes. How else would I know what era we're in unless I'm changing my shoe color by what next set she's gonna play? I also know that I need to curl my hair that night, so the curling iron is coming. We'll put that on the table. Okay, the rest of this video isn't that ridiculous. Earlier in this day in Hamburg, Germany, we'll probably eat some food, walk around the hotel, be a little jet lagged. So I just need something casual to put on here. For earlier in the essential day, I'm gonna add in a very lightweight set of jeans and a white t-shirt. And if I step back a little bit earlier, I'm waking up, I'm in the hotel room, maybe we're grabbing some breakfast. I'm essentially just grabbing my cozy set of pajamas I'm gonna use for the entire trip. When you pull using the 3-day method, you pull everything that you need, including toiletries and accessories. So I'm gonna grab what's going to be my small day purse on the trip and add that in here and now, so that when I continue to pull, I can see what's currently working in the wardrobe. And walking tennis shoes, while it would be fun in those light up shoes earlier in the day, I'm gonna stick with some basic whites, and knowing that there's gonna be so much walking in Europe, so much spending time on my feet, I'm not buying new shoes. I just sent these through the wash and got them all fresh and clean because I know that they don't give me blisters, I know they're comfortable, and I know that they work. Okay, this trip is a little complicated because I have so many specific events that I'm planning for. I can equate this to you visiting a wedding weekend where you have multiple events to attend. You probably have a specific outfit in mind for exact events. So of course the concert was one of those. It's unusual we're going to such another extreme event on the same trip, but for the Olympic opening ceremonies that we'll be attending, I have another outfit plan in mind. So I think what I'm gonna do is pull a second essential moment, maybe not an entire essential day. For me, this blue and white striped jumpsuit is going to be the opening ceremony look. This is something that I've had for years. It's from Forever 21. It was $15 in 2012. And because it's so lightweight, it's one of my favorite travel items. And I'm gonna keep that here. I know that I want an American flag in scarf version to bring. So this is very much like, you know, a costume that needs to come on the trip. And let's see how we go with 2 essential days to ensure that we're not overpacking. I'm so excited, I could cry. We are also going to multiple Olympic events. We're going to beach volleyball, indoor volleyball, sailing down in Marseille, the USA women's versus Australia soccer game. There's gonna be a lot of moments where red, white, and blue is important to wear at some type of outdoor event. So I'm going to pull the rest of an Olympic day here, I suppose, as an essential day. So what I have is like an athletic tennis skirt, a jacket, not really for cold, but to protect me from the sun, I guess. A nice little top, a hat for the sun, and the undergarments that I need with this outfit. All right, so let's take it right there. We've got essential day Taylor Swift, essential day Olympics. I'm doubling all the footwear and adding in accessories along the way, which are basically a bunch of fun red, white, and blue bangle bracelets and earrings. My toiletries will stay the same, the purse will stay the same. That should be good. I will need new underwear and I will need new socks. So I'm gonna add those in. Here we are at phase 2. We're gonna pack for the everyday. Certainly there's a lot of downtime on this trip. We're not gonna always be at some event. So there's gonna be breakfasts, lunch, dinner that are not an event. I'm just gonna pack for this average day we'll be in Hamburg, we'll be then in Paris, and we're going, did I mention I didn't, to a second Eras tour in Warsaw at the end of the trip. So the Olympics are sandwiched by 2 concerts, and I'm just gonna wear this again, because that's too many essential days. So the everyday are all this filler time in between. So filler Europe takes me to, we usually like to wake up and go for some type of walk. So I'm just gonna bring a little athletic set so that in Hamburg, we're gonna be right near a lake so we can walk around there. Later in the day, I want something casual but appropriate for midday hot Europe in a city. Do I have anything that I wanna re-wear? Perhaps I have the earlier in the day outfit from the Eras tour with those long jeans and the white t-shirt. To supplement that in this capsule, I'm gonna add in this lightweight linen blue dress because that's different enough. And if I didn't have time to wash this or I just wasn't feeling that, I've got something else to wear. Then let's say dinner in Europe. Maybe my opening ceremonies thing again, but again, if this is like the next day maybe and that I haven't had time to wash that, I'll throw in a new dinner outfit. Working in my same color palette, I'm gonna add in some white linen pants and a super small satin top, still like mid 80s in the middle of the night. So it's gonna be very warm, so that's gonna do me just fine to add in. And I think that can complete an everyday look because I have my toiletries. I don't really need any additional accessories. I only have 2 pairs of shoes though. I have the white tennis shoes and the fun shoes. So maybe this is where I would add in some sandals if I want that. I'm not that much of a sandals person, so I think I might go with a loafer. I will be down in Marseille, so sandals could be appropriate, but because the majority is in a city, I think this will be the most versatile for me. Then for the final day, you know the drill, I made you guess last time, but the final day is the travel day. So we have many days in this 2-week trip of travel. There are actually 6 flights that we're going on. I'm doing just like a little bralette that matches with a linen set. This will function really well in the capsule. You need sleeves no matter what on the plane. So I am going with a sweatshirt with a little bit of team spirit here. With those white tennis shoes reused, let's grab socks and underwear for the travel day. Got those, adding them in, of course, with extras because for the transatlantic flight, I'm gonna wanna change when I arrive. Speaking of, that takes us to the best part of the 3-day packing method, which is what if. For all of these, I'm gonna pull a what if for every section. That allows us to pack with abundance. It allows us to not stress out during the packing process. It allows us to feel like we have everything that we want and need, that we're fully prepared while still staying in a carry-on. My Olympics what if. I have this intrinsic feeling, what if I feel a little bit too much like a cheerleader, soccer mom, tennis player, yacht girlfriend in this preppy outfit. So my what if is, what if I want to be a little bit more casual? I pulled this casual USA t-shirt that I could wear with these jeans to an Olympic event if I didn't need to feel like I'm a cheerleader. You know, like if you're a little hungover and you just don't want to be like so out, I might just want to blend in a little bit more. T-shirt, done. My what if for the everyday then, I'm looking at this and I'm a little worried that this silky, slinky top might be a little too dressed up if Tim and I are going out for gyros at a stand in Europe and I have nothing else to throw on. So I'm gonna put in just a button down, lightweight t-shirt that can add on there that I can still be trendy and comfortable, but not all done up for going out in the evening. Then my last what if for the travel day, what if I don't wanna be in the clothes that I've been in for 12 hours anymore? This is what I landed on, a comfortable dress, but it's gonna be 11 in the morning and I'm gonna spend all day at that airport and then arrive in our hotel. And I think I'm gonna feel a lot more confident in something that looks a lot more elevated, that's still really comfortable. So this was kind of a surprise to me, but obviously I know I can wear that other places on the trip. So that's a very what if that can maybe hang off to the side if there's not enough room. The only other thing that I didn't pull in the wardrobe yet that I probably need is just a bathing suit. Et voila, there's the pull. Does this fit in a carry-on and how much does this weigh? There's no part 2 today, we're diving right in. I mentioned earlier that Europe has way stricter carry-on regulations than the US. So that is the additional challenge. It really is gonna come down to weight. Now, if you are already an expert at the 3-day packing method, you know at this point, what we do is lay out all of the clothes on a bed so that you can see any redundancies or interchange anything for a more versatile piece. Because I'm actually packing for my trip right now, and this isn't some ambiguous trip, I have already done that, so I already knew what these pieces are. But let me give you an example in case you didn't see that part 2 video where we laid out everything on the bed. A redundancy here in this wardrobe, I definitely have a few, would be this white zip-up hoodie, or zip-up sweatshirt, and this hoodie. And the second redundancy I know that I see are with my blue dresses. I had pulled this linen dress and this bright blue airport dress that could absolutely serve the same purpose for me. It might come down to that. Now, a versatility piece for me could be something like I was a little bit concerned about my costumey tennis skirt or my preppy top with a collar. These certainly are going to be fun for an Olympic event, but maybe not something that I would just wear to lunch or dinner in Europe unless it was to an event. So that is not giving me the most versatility out of these pieces. I could swap this for a sleeveless white top, or I could swap this for navy blue shorts. Serve the same purpose, be less costumey, and definitely giving me more versatility in this capsule wardrobe. I'll be using our carry-on compression cube set. So there are 6 pieces, and why I love traveling on a trip like this with packing cubes is because I'm going to separate all of the different locations of this trip into their own specific cubes. With so many hotel check-in and check-outs, it's going to help me avoid unpacking everything every single time we check into a new hotel. My Olympics outfits are very specific to, I'm going to wear them in France. So I'm going to take all of those and put them into one cube so that when I'm in Paris and Marseille, I can just use that one cube, not worry about everything else. All right, I've got a little Olympics bag. Put it in compressed mode. And now I don't need this until next Friday. Oh, I'm so excited. Next, if I check out my wardrobe at a glance, combining all the days together, of course, what I'm wearing on the plane is not going into the suitcase, but everything else that I'm bringing, even though it was for different reasons on different days, all still coordinates together, with the exception of this fantastic dress. So because this is an exception, because I'm just wearing it twice on the first day and the last day of the trip, I'm going to put it itself in a small cube and tuck it away so I never have to access it on any other day of the trip. What I like to do here too is to put any specific accessories, jewelry pieces or makeup items that I'm only using for this in the same cube. These are some sparkle freckles. I also have other sparkles, but those are in my makeup kit because I'm gonna use them for multiple days during the Olympics, so that can't go in here. But I do need socks in the light up shoes. So I'm gonna keep it a little patriotic and just like tailor with the different color matching socks. And then I think I'm gonna wear the other one of each sometime during the Olympics or something. But keeping my clean socks in here so that they stay clean. Now this can just be tucked and out of the way. I loved the concept that we had in another video where we talked about the cozy cube of everything that's just right there in the hotel room. So I think what I'll do is I'm gonna pull out my walking out morning outfit and my coffee run morning outfit, all my pajama type things, and I'll add those into the small cube. And then this in my capsule can be in the large cube. Basically every day in Europe, I have something that I'll wear in here. Cozy cube. Wow, because these cubes are not overstuffed right now, all 4 of those are fitting on one side of the suitcase, and that's all of my clothes. That might be a first for me. Just one side. That means I have this side for everything else. Let's strap this baby down. I'm definitely at 15 pounds right now at least, so I'll have to keep that in mind. It's not about just what you can shove in the suitcase. We're gonna use the sleeve for my favorite purpose, hair products that always get in the way that we're gonna tuck together. And because that's heavy, it's gonna go on the bottom of the suitcase by the wheels. I packed all of my toiletries. This is our hanging toiletry bag. I'm using the snap off bottom because Europe has much more strict liquids rules. Same size, the 100 milliliters, which is about 3 ounces, but the quantity is different. This is a liter bag and not a quart, so it's a little bit smaller. So this is detaching, coming in my personal item with me. And then the rest of the toiletries are gonna go in here because they're heavy. The purse, maybe that'll go in the end because it's kind of a weird shape. And the moment you've been waiting for, where do the shoes go? Well, the shoes are coming because they're huge high top sneakers. I'm shoving all the socks for the trip in them, some pairs of underwear, and I think my bathing suit too. Do I want my bathing suit in my shoes? No, but desperate times, y'all. I'm stealing our shoe bag, which actually comes in our checked bag set, to put my shoes in here. These are the types of perks you get when you're the business owner. Zip her up there. Then I've got those loafers. These are nice and sleek, almost like a sandal. And I am blowing my own mind that I have this whole little area, just this little 6-inch cubic space of space. I'm going to put my new Europe plug adapter here. When I say it comes down to the little things, this is what I used to have, and this didn't fold in. This was the most annoying thing to have in my personal item. It never fit easily into any small pouch because it's such a strange size. So I just bought this, and just the fact that it does that makes a huge difference in my luggage. Because I won't need that at the beginning of my trip, I'm just gonna put that here inside the zippered pouch. Then later in the trip, that'll make its way into my personal item. There, that fits my purse a little bit more flat. And I don't have laundry yet, but I'm gonna bring my dirty laundry bag. And because I still have room, I could really bring this dress in here and just open up my suitcase when I arrive in Europe to change for my second day. Let's just leave her there for now and see how this works. This obviously fits. If you've watched my videos, you'll know that I'm all about using a personal item for the bag that you want to have on the trip. I came up with this bag. This is a fancy Hermes tote bag that I thrifted in Tokyo for $100. Can you believe Tokyo thrifting? Let me tell you, but instead of a big weekender, everything really has to be small. And I want this in Europe, just walking around as a bag. What's going in my personal item are the detached liquids so I can quickly make it through security. Water bottle, and I'm using our travel pouch as my in-seat best friend. We use these like a little amenity kit. I have everything that I need at my seat on the flight in here. All of my chargers. The back pocket I'm using for all things flat, like wipes and face makeup remover. My little medicine kit. This has also been my new travel best friend. It comes with these stickers to put on, so you fill it with whatever medicine you want. Noise canceling AirPods. I always used to travel with big over the ear ones, but they take up so much space. A small computer mouse, watch charger, liquid vitamins, and a pen in the pen folder for filling out immigration forms, and my phone and laptop chargers. I'm also using the outside pockets here to store sunglasses, my wallet and passport, and my charging block. This very basic small personal item for me is going to come in at 6.4 pounds. Oh, and I didn't add my laptop anywhere. This Monos Pro suitcase is actually the reason why I bought this in the first place, this outdoor laptop sleeve. Because we work from anywhere, we usually end up working from everywhere. And so the laptop is always with us. Helpful for security to pull it out really easily. And for example, let's say if you're maybe more senior and you're worried about the weight of your purse, this is also a great way to have something heavy out here that you don't have to have on your shoulder on the top of your bag. Now that we have the final packed versions of both bags, let's do the final calculation of total weight with me in the cabin. 6.6 pounds. Wow, 25.5 and 6.6, 32 pounds, which is kind of what I was expecting, which is 8 pounds over. So out of the 7 flights, there's only one with weight restrictions at 26 pounds. And I think in order to get myself down from 32 to 26, and on that single travel day for that single flight, this is so lightweight that I could swap it for something heavier that's in here. First of all, I think I'll wear all of this jewelry because this weighs over half a pound. If I needed to use the Taylor Swift dress and pretend like we're having a child together, I suppose I could do that in this outfit because one small cube weighs 1.3 pounds, moving in the right direction. So I'm not that worried about dropping 8 pounds through wearing different articles of clothing, and maybe even just putting my water bottle on the counter and putting this on the weight belt. I think we're gonna be really close. Even though you might not be using this video to pack yourself for going to the Eras concert along with the Olympics, I'm so honored that you were intrigued enough to join me around my packing challenge. I feel like mission accomplished. We did what we came here to do. The calming factor of it all is if at the very least we do have to check a bag, it even is included in our fare. It's completely free. I just really don't want to. Because I have an entire Olympic cube, what I'll do is just take this out before they ask to check the bag. In case they lose it, I have everything that I want for the entire Paris segment of the trip right here, and zip it up. You will never, ever again have to be the person with your luggage flat on the floor, your clothes everywhere, and everyone behind you wondering what's taking so long in line. Happy travels, and thanks again for watching.